to do a video, which I was, to show you what I've been working on. I wasn't planning on going live again tonight because I know there are other people live that I don't want to disturb. I don't know how long they'll be live because, hey, Deanie, I don't know how long everybody else will be live because I don't know the time. Deanie, I was just saying, I had no intentions of going live again. I was going to do a video. Even though Blaine's not here, I just got off the phone with her. The video that I done a few minutes ago, well, a little while ago, with Jordan to show her birthday gifts, my comments were turned off. I got a message from YT of my comments were turned off, and I don't know why. Because she's not a minor anymore. She's 18. Which in a lot of states is legal age. And with YT, it should be legal. I believe that with YT, 18 would be legal. So, like I said, I wasn't going to go live. I was trying actually, I was talking to Blaine on the phone. I was trying to set up her tripod with my phone and stuff so that I could show y'all. Thank you, Denny. So I could show y'all, what I've been working on the last few days. And I apologize again. I'm not dressed properly. I'm fixing to go get in the shower, actually, and so that I can do Jordan's medical stuff. Hey, Chris. I don't know what's going on with the video that we did. Hi, Beverly, Enid. Of showing Jordan's birthday gifts. We were allowed to read your comments while you were in the room, but when it was shut down, some other people were trying to comment to me, and people that I know, very nice people, which would have had nice remarks, and YT has disabled comments for that live stream, and I don't understand why. There was nothing on there that I know of that was against their rules. It said that either I had turned off comments, which I know I hadn't because I don't know how, or it said the other problem could be that I had a minor on there, which I did not. Can I mod you? I wouldn't mind modding you, Ina, except for I'm not on a lot. You mean mod you on here? If that's what you mean, I don't know how to do that. Blaine does that. Are you talking about modding you on this channel? I don't know how. I'm sorry. Blaine's a technical person. Like I said, I was just on the phone with her, asking her, how to set up her tripod to set up my phone so that I could do a video to show y'all what I had been working on. But I'm really upset that the comments were turned off on that live stream because I was really interested in some people what they had to say that weren't in the live stream. Some people were coming in, and then some people watch it later when it's over, because I told y'all that I was trying to hurry because other people were on. And I know that Dee has a live, but I'm not sure the time because we're in different time zones. It is 6:00 my time, so I'm not sure. My child that was in this video, Enid, turned 18 yesterday. Unless it was some of the gifts that she received, which one of them was a tall statue like Elsa from the movie Frozen. Unless that was considered a toy, Chris, I don't know what that I would have done that went against their rules. And I think that YT's rules, even wherever their headquarters is, that Jordan would be legal on there because she's 18. Unless it was that one statue, and that's not even a doll, that you can play with. It's just it's just a statue. You know, you just put it up and sit it and look at it. But I mean, it's hard. It's heavy. You don't play with it. It was not DF. What is that? I'm sorry, I don't know. Um, I don't know how you turn off. You know how somebody will say they're going to go back in and like Crystal back in the day when she's doing a giveaway, she'll say that she's going to go in at a certain time and cut off chat right before she draws a name. Um, I don't know. I don't even know how to do that. I don't. I just know that like when one of my giveaways is over, I go ahead and try to draw the winner as soon as I can and make sure that they're a subscriber. But and if we ask a question, you know the deal. But I don't know why that this stuff was turned off. This really bothers me. So I wasn't going to go live again. I was going to do a video to show y'all what I'd been working on, which is very little, but I'm happy about some of it. Some of it I'm not so happy about. And I didn't even get to look up the video that I was going to look up for y'all to tell you where I got it from. I can show you what I have. This already is 6 minutes. You move the tripod out of the way. Because I posted it on a couple of pages. Is I was working with one sweet roll, and I got this hat, and it was called Bubblegum Sprinkles. It's pink, purple, white, and gray. And that's another thing. My phone has such better color clarity. Blaine and I were just talking about this, that I would need to put it on the tripod to do a video, which would work better than this. This hat fits Mia, which I was sizing it to Mia because I need this about this size. I'm going to do a bunch of them for our Tupelo Labonner. We have Labonner where we go to Memphis, Tennessee for Jordan, but Jordan also sees some doctors that will come to Tupelo, so you don't have to travel 2 hours. So they take donations, and I didn't realize that until the last time we were in there, and I saw some little hats in there that were homemade, and I was like, wow, y'all take donations. But as we know, Mia took this over, and the ones that she got me to make her last year were too small. So this is the color that the cake had started with, and then it went into gray. I didn't particularly like the way it turned out because I wanted some of the pink to come out on it, and it didn't until I got this idea. I was like, okay, well, where's the other one I made? Y'all have to excuse me. I got this stuff bagged up already with a dryer sheet. Smells good. To go ahead for donations. So I went into, after I had finished Lamia's, and you can see it started out gray. Then that pretty pink came out. Then it went to the variegated again. And so this is a little baby hat. Divine. It's not my pattern. It's the Divine. Mia's is just straight up double crochet, single crochet, and triple crochet rotated. And that's the length of her head. Comes down. I've got my hand folded in there. Comes down to my wrist is Mia's size. And this is front post, back post right here. One time. Okay. So then I got this one done to donate to Tupelo Labonner. And I had a little bit of that yarn left. And y'all know I'm trying not to waste any of my yarn. So this is what I got out of it. And I was like, this is not big enough for anything. I was thinking about, a scarf or a neck warmer for Mia. And if I had went, maybe a little bit more narrow for her little skinny neck, and maybe like that wide, I would have had, a little bit longer. But when she got home from her daddy's, we tried it on, and I was picking with her about it fit. But did you want variegated on gray? Or did you want variegated on pink? Or pink on variegated? y'all can see where I'm going with this, I'm going to go ahead. You see the big pink button she chose, and we had to put it on the variegated side because she wants the pink to show. So with the corner to corner stitch, all you need is, you know, that big hole. So just button it on here. That button's been put on there very well. This is the size of Mia's neck. So this fits from the bottom of her hat to her shoulders, which I think is really neat. And then this comes down. I wish she was here to show you, but if you're on the Holiday Along 2019, you'll see this. Or if you're on say, I need to put on our Facebook, but if you're on Christie's, y'all know where we did that crochet along throw a couple of months ago. Christie's, it ends I. I'll try to remember. But anyway, it's posted on her page. This comes down over Mia's shoulder, and this does too. And this fits around her neck perfect, where she got plenty of breathing room. Like I said, this reaches from her hat to the bottom of her neck. And then her jacket, you just put her jacket on, and she's completely covered. And she absolutely loves it. So, and with it being, you know, the variegated and the gray and the pink, matches her hat. So that's Mia's set that I worked on and made yesterday. The baby hat I made, I think last night or night before last. That's going to go to Tupelo Bonner. And then I also was working on a corner to corner, y'all. And I picked up the wrong hook. Y'all know how I am about the corner to corner. But I picked up the wrong hook. Instead of picking up my I hook, I picked up an H. So that made it a little bit more, you know, dense, I guess you would call it. Heavier. It's a little bit heavier. And it's more like a lap gan. And that smells good. It smells like that Gain dryer sheet. So anyway, which they'll wash it over there in hypoallergenic detergent, which I don't have. I always tell them I use brand new yarn. We don't smoke. We don't have pets. So, but they wash them anyway. This is going to go to Tupelo Bonner for a bigger child. It is, I think it's too heavy for a newborn. But, you know, I always send little blankets to the NICU, but this is too heavy. So that's what I have in my donations. That's what I made for Mia. And then I went on to, and I need to link it, but y'all know that I don't know how to do this technical stuff. When you do it, well, you have to have a video instead of a live stream. But her name is Melanie Ham. I'm trying to find where I connected it. Y'all know it's good. I can't find it. I'm sure I will. Well, Melanie Ham has this beautiful cowl. Y'all, I can't find where I connected. I guess that's a good sign, is when you know that you're growing. Wait a minute. I think I found it. Nope. Anyway, she had this beautiful cowl, and I had this comfy cotton called Stained Glass. It's got blues, purples, greens, and gold, which I know that looks like potato soup with cheese. It's not gonna come up on that picture. But anyway, I made this, and it is multiples of 2. And then she chained 90. It's a free pattern. She does the tutorial, but you chain 90, and then you go into the 4th chain from the hook and do a double. Okay, so you know your where you moved over with the excuse me. Yeah, I'm sorry. Move over to the 4th and go into a double. That makes a double. Then the double that you went into, the stitch that you did the double in, do 2 stitches in that. Don't chain. You just do 2 doubles in the same stitch. And then you skip a stitch, and you do 2 in the next, skip a stitch, 2 in the next, all the way to the end. You should have 2 stitches. You skip a stitch, and then the last one, you do a single crochet. So you have a single crochet at each end, and you're going to work back and forth. and she did her 7 inches. Mine came out because I used a different type of yarn and different size hook. She said just match it, to your yarn, and mine called for a J. I wish I had used something different so that it wouldn't be so holey, because I mean the holes are not really big, but the wind is going to blow right through that. So I am going to make another one. I have lots of this left, and I have another pretty color that I had gotten on clearance a while back that is, I think it's got greens and blues in it. I meant to bring it in here to tell y'all, to show y'all the name. Anyway, the only thing I don't like about it is, look at this. You can tell where my chain was down here at the bottom. I am always bad about this. Let me hold it this way and see if you can see it better. Do you see it? See that curve? I think I chained too tight. So maybe I should have done like the chain with the J and then started the rest of it with a smaller hook. So anyway, it is just a neck warmer. It's pretty. I'm not happy with the way that curves, but if you put that part down toward your body and, you just fold it however you want it, or you just wear it loosely, or however you want to wear it, then you can't tell that, And I don't know how to wear these things. I just went by her pattern. I watched her tutorial for a few minutes, and it's so easy to catch on that that's just it. And inside your jacket, you can lay it around your neck together like that inside your jacket, and it's going to protect you more from the cold wind. So you can make it longer and make an infinity scarf too if you want to double it. But the next row, the second row, is your repetitive row. And like I said, she did 7 inches. Mine's about 7.5 inches. But when you get to the end and you do the single crochet, you chain up 3 and you turn and you go inside of the two, remember the 2 doubles from the very first row. You go in between them, not in the stitch, but in between the gap. In between the gap of the 2 doubles, and you do 2 doubles. So what you're doing is you're forcing those 2 doubles apart to make a V. A lot of people love the V stitch, but then you got to do double, chain 1, double. In this one, you don't do the chain 1. You do everything the same, but not the chain 1. And it really comes out. I don't know if you can see the stitching. Let me see. I hate this Chromebook. Let me see. I don't know if y'all can see. It's like a ladder. Almost like that blanket I made for my grandson. But you can see the definition of the V's coming right there. Because you're forcing the V without, it's loose crochet. It's nothing tight. I think she used a smaller hook than me, maybe. And her stitches were closer, so they weren't so open and airy. It was more closed than mine. And I was going to make this neck warmer or cowl or whatever you want to call it, and a ear warmer to match out of the stained glass, which I thought would be really pretty. But I'm just not really happy with this, the way that it curves. And for me, I don't like this. Like, I would rather it double. I feel like I'm not going to get any warmth from this unless it is under my jacket. I'm like Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. I need something to just keep my neck warm, and either make something small that just slips down over my head and fits my neck without choking me, or make an infinity scarf and wrap it around. But with this one, I'm just not happy. But I think it's a very pretty color. it will go with a lot of colors of the jackets and stuff that they have nowadays. And I think an ear warmer with this or a hat with this, whatever would be great. But I'm not happy about that curve. And so anyway, enough about that. I've still got a lot of this left, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may even frog this. I don't know. But I love comfy cotton. Absolutely love it. Foundation double crochet. I've seen a couple of tutorials, but I have not been able to follow them yet. I'm gonna keep trying. Hi, Cindy. Lucy. I was not gonna go live again. Some of y'all heard me say that, but I was going to do a video and I couldn't figure out the tripod because Blaine's not here. Karate. She's at karate. That is a good idea. Well, thank you, Lucy. I was going to do a video just to show y'all the few things that I've done. I haven't done a whole lot. I've had a very hard week. I had a seizure yesterday, and I haven't had one. I think it had been 7 or 8 days. And Blaine actually took me out of the house. I had to get out of the house because I just can't stay in the house. I mean, I can stay in the house forever. But she won't let me. She's like, that's not healthy. So we ended up going to Aldi, or some people call it Aldi, grocery store. Picked up a few things there. Then we went to Kroger, where she likes to pick up the meats. And then we went to Walmart to pick up one of Jordan's medications and some household items. And then we stopped at a gas station to get gas, and we were coming home. And I do not know what happened. I was strapped in my seatbelt. We were talking, and then all of a sudden, I went into a seizure. And I haven't been feeling really good. Haven't been feeling a lot like myself tonight. So I hope I don't have a seizure, y'all. I just feel, I don't know how to explain it. I feel different. I do too, Denny, except for now they've gone up on a lot of their prices. And I'm seeing a lot of people in the UK saying that theirs has yarn. I'm wondering if they're talking about the same kind of store. Ours had yarn like 2 times. One time I bought some yarn. Hey, Melissa. And I didn't like it. And then the next time they had some yarn, I didn't have any money. I just looked at it. And they haven't had any since. So I'm wondering in the UK if it's a different type of store. Because I heard Tracy on Crochet Rocks talk about having their big yarn event and how they just had so much that she could have spent way more than she did. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate it. Y'all know I have an appointment next Friday in Jackson, Mississippi at the University Hospital to see a doctor about scheduling a test that will last from 3 to 5 days so they can keep me on the monitor 24 hours a day. I'm kind of nervous about that. But, I mean, there's really nothing for me to do right now. Let me put this hook up. I've stopped working on my corner to corner twin size, which I need to get done because that's for the homeless. And I lost my favorite J hook. I got to get over and do something different. I'm just going to have to use a different hook. But y'all know what that's like when you have a favorite hook, you get stuck on. And if you're working with it at the time, that's even worse. Because you're like, I'm just going to put that project down until I find that hook. And I can't do that. I've got to get that finished. I mean, it's about to be some very cold weather. Who all's getting... I'm glad, Danny. I hope it's nice yarn. The yarn that we got here, it was crazy. It was like, keep away from children. Keep away from flame. It was flammable. And I'm like, how do you keep this away from children? What if you want to make hats and stuff? Who's getting rain? Who's getting snow? Right now we're getting rain. The news has called for maybe some high winds and a little bit of snow. Y'all, I hope we don't get it. Scarlett's, no, I did not see the Michaels ad. I am broke and I am on a yarn ban until after January. I am just overloaded right now with medical bills. I hear you, Enid. I mean, it's sad. I mean, Aldi was my favorite grocery store where I would get my coffee creamer. And they went up. They were $1.86, and they went up to I think it was $2.39. And I told Blaine, I said, I'm not paying that. Walmart still got some cheaper than that. I'm just not going to pay that. Some of their things were still better than Walmart or Kroger, but a lot of it had gone up a good amount. Hey, Mimi. Hey, Dee. I hope I did not mess you up. On your live, I don't know the difference in our time zones, but I always tell people don't leave somewhere else to come over to me. I was going to do a video, and I could not figure out Blaine's tripod to put my phone in it. So here I am again. And I was going to ask, did anybody know about when you go live, when the live was shut off, and then I was coming in here to get things set up to do my video, why were my comments disabled on my live stream? Has that happened to anybody? And do they know why when I didn't do it myself? If anybody saw that live stream, did you see any content in there that you think that would have been against the rules? Because Jordan does look small, and I know Melissa has been accused of being young when she's a grown woman. Jordan's 18. A setting to save live chat. Usually our live chats go right up when we're done, but I just don't understand why no comments. There's no comments. Why the comments are turned off, I mean. Oh, Nani Mae's got snow in Missouri. Y'all know Missouri is not terribly, terribly far from us. And I'm hoping that we don't get it. Denny, I did. I went in there and asked them because it says, when it explains that either you shut it off or you had a minor, it says on there, did this help you? And I clicked no, and then it came up, for you to ask a question. And I asked, why were my comments turned off that my daughter that was with me is not a minor anymore? So hopefully they will message me back. Mimi, where are you? Melissa, that is awful that a friend would do that knowing that you're not a child. So Melissa, you think either somebody reported us or YT just thought that she was too young? Joplin, Missouri. I remember when those tornadoes hit up there. That was so awful. I have a friend that lives in Rolla, Missouri. Hey, Diana. You were told by a mutual friend that she reported them? Well, that doesn't sound like a friend. Yeah, Mimi, I'm like, you don't use that word because we don't, in Mississippi, we don't get snow. We get the ICE, and around here, nobody can drive on that. And there's like, it's terrible. Oh, I mean, it just paralyzes everybody around here. Now, see, we've done lives, Dee, and we've done videos where Blaine's little girl, Mia, has been in there with us, but we're trying to stop that because she is 4. But we did the live today. We tried to do it in a hurry because somebody else was on live and I didn't want to take away from her time. But I had to take advantage of the time when Mia wasn't here and Mia was going to karate. And then I go back on there because somebody's trying to message me on there and they're disabled. I can't read anything that anybody said. Mimi, I've been in a lot of accidents, and some of them have been due to that same reason, but I don't want it. You haven't had coffee in months. So, what's going to be interesting about it? Well, I can't drive anymore anyway, Mimi. With my seizures, I can't drive anyway. But Blaine's my driver, and that concerns me because she does try her best to watch the road, but I don't think she's driven well. Well, we haven't had a lot of that kind of weather in her adult life. I mean, not even in her teen years. It's been a long time since we've had that kind of weather that's gotten so very bad. I can't drive at all. My medications will not allow me. It is actually against the law for one of the medications that I'm on to be on the road. And if I'm found on the road on those medications, I can go to jail. So I have a driver's license. I've driven for many years. I've driven since I was 16 up until they started me on some seizure medication September of 2018. I did not know that it was against the law at that time. And they had gotten those silent seizures under control. So I drove myself to my doctor's office on my 6-week checkup. And I saw the nurse practitioner and she said, "Who's here with you?" And I said, "Nobody." She said, "You drove yourself?" Okay, Chris, I'm going to have to go soon too because I've got to get my shower. I've got to do Jordan's medical stuff and get both of us settled before Blaine and them come in to get their showers because they'll be sweaty from karate. They may have, but I mean, if YT thought that she was a child, why didn't they just listen to the comments and listen to the content? Because I mentioned on there too, y'all. Remember that I said, remember she turned 18 yesterday. So, they had her age. Now, just like Melissa, they can't help how small they are or how young they look. They still age. Wow. Enid, that's awesome. So the artificial intelligence probably took her as a child, no matter what I said. Because I guess you could put a child on there and say that they're 18 and them really not be 18. My first car was a standard. It was a Vega. I don't remember the maker of the car, but it was a little red, little tiny red station wagon, and it was called a Vega. That's right, D. I don't understand. Unless, like, I mean, if you saw the live stream, most of what she was showing that she got for her birthday didn't look like children's toys. She did show one Elsa doll. Well, it's not a doll, it's like a statue that's heavy, and you put it up to look at. You can't, I mean, you don't play with it because it's heavy. It's just like it's a heavy statue kind of Elsa doll. Hello, Ida. Ida, did you just win something like today? I watched a video and it seems like you were the winner of something today. Creative Grandma. Did you win something from Creative Grandma today? I want to say, please tell me I got the right person, that you won the Darn Good Yarn and the bowl from Creative Grandma Glenda. Yeah, congratulations. That is so sweet. And I love those bowls. I have one that a viewer sent to me. Hey, Blaine, what are you doing on there? Are you not in class yet? Using up our Wi-Fi. Everybody congratulate Ida for winning the Darn Good Yarn on Glenda's today. She won the bowl and some yarn. Oh, you're waiting for your class. How'd the girls do? Those bowls are nice. Like I was saying, I had Darn Good Yarn send me 2 bowls, and I was supposed to keep one and give away one. And when I did my giveaway, this was last year, I let the winner choose, did they want the porcelain or the wooden? So they chose the porcelain, and then my mom wanted one, so I gave her the wooden one because Darn Good Yarn gave it to me. And then I was like, oh, I really wanted that bowl, but I really wanted my mom to have it because you know how it is. You just really want to make your mom happy. So one of our viewers sent me one just like the one I gave my mom. It was so sweet of her, and I love my bowl. Oh, you're gonna partner with Darn Good Yarn now? I didn't know that they partnered with anybody. I knew that they would like have affiliates because Blaine and I were affiliates too. Hey, Katie, I haven't seen you in a long time. Blaine can kick someone's behind already. She's ready to test for her next belt. And Mia just tested and got her new belt. Oh, Z got you in? Yeah. Denny, I agree. I don't think it's partner. I don't know. Maybe. Are y'all all signed in for Crystal's last Hobium giveaway? It is 100 skeins, and it is 50 from her and 50 from Hobium. So they could, go out with a bang. Their partnership program. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Blaine, it want to waste the data. You always getting on me about using up the data. You need to get out there and go have class. Me too, Ida. I would love to win that. I wanted to order some Hobium yarn before they went out of business, but I didn't get to. That's really sad that they're going out of business. That's sad when anybody goes out of business. Oh, class doesn't start till after 7. Did you take Lorelai home, or you still have her? Katie, I forgot that you were working, so that's why I haven't seen you. Yep, I'm the same way. I just can't afford it. Um, I have put myself on a self-imposed yarn ban until after January because I just can't afford to buy any yarn. I don't even have half of my stash left that I had last year. I didn't get to go to the big clearances. Michael's, Joann, Hobby Lobby, and even Walmart had big clearances this year that I didn't get to go to. And you're right, Denny. 40% is not a doorbuster price, but it's still a good price. I mean, for somebody going out of business. Diana, I don't know if she saw you or if she's already gone. And I miss having her on here. I told her today, I'm like, I don't want to keep doing this without you on here, but you're so busy. It's so hard for us to get together and make videos. And then we were talking about the situation with not being able to have children on there. Of we need to do our videos when Lamia's at her dad's, which would be every other weekend. But that's going to be hard. I mean, Jordan doesn't have to be on here. Jordan doesn't always want to be on here. She wanted to show y'all her birthday stuff. But that would only put us, able to make videos every other weekend. You're not convinced about what, Danny? About the prices and all? The 40% off? I don't know how she has the money to buy the way she does and do the giveaways that she does. I'm glad she can, but I don't know how she can afford it. Unless YT is paying her money or unless she has partnered with companies. Oh, you're not convinced they're going to close down? I really don't know. Like she said on her video that the 13th was going to be the last day you could order. So I'm assuming, they'll still be shipping out on the 13th, and they guarantee the 2-day. So you'd get it by the 15th wherever you are, probably. Hey, Try. Yeah, I completely understand because another podcaster said yesterday, she was like, she keeps them in business. I don't know why they're closing. That was like, oh my goodness. I couldn't believe she said that. But some people think it's true. Y'all, I did splurge this month. But not Dr. Pepper. Kroger had them for the six packs of the 16.9. The 6 packs were 4 for 10, and then they had coupons on there too. So if you bought, it was $1 off too. So I paid $8. And if I done it right, Blaine would correct me if I'm wrong. If I done it right, then I paid about 33 or 34 cents a piece for them. Yeah, Denny, I'm the same way. I can't afford to shop there, so it doesn't affect me either way. I wanted to order something from them, but I can't afford it. Blaine gets coupons from Kroger. We share the same Kroger card. So instead of using hers and mine, so we get the Kroger points together. And we put them all on her phone number, so they send her the coupons. And I don't know if y'all have Sprint Marts there, but we have Sprint Marts here, which are kind of like Shell service stations. And she has a Sprint Mart card, and that helps her save on gas and things like that too. It's good to see you too, Teresa. I was looking at all those rosy wrap headbands you made. They're all so pretty. You did want one of those little bags. I have to admit the bags are cute, but I don't agree with her saying that they're burlap. I don't think they're burlap. I think they're like cotton or something. If she saw a burlap, like potatoes used to come in years ago, that's a burlap bag. Yeah, they're flimsy, but not like burlap would be very, very stiff. So I was thinking some kind of slinky cotton or linen or something like that, but not burlap. Yeah, Enid. No kidding. Oh, Katie. What are you doing? Where do you work? Handling boxes and tagging items. Yeah. Good night, Lucy. I'm glad you came in. We love you. Oh, Katie, that's so sad. That makes me sad because I know that you love to crochet. No kidding, Dee. Oh, goodness. Have you heard her talk about their 3-story house? When she said one day that she was on the 3rd level, I was like thinking, my goodness, they're in a 3-story house. And then she started showing videos of her cooking so that they could get ready for winter. TJ Maxx Distribution Center. Okay. Okay. Wow. Denny. You are something else, girl. Yep, she's probably got a basement too. Well, Enid, I have 2 shelves, but now one of them we put in the closet to put movies and stuff, other stuff on, medical supplies and stuff, because I didn't need it for yarn. And then the other shelf is like not half empty, but almost half empty. You're the freak that'll walk 6 miles. Yeah, Blaine was picking at me last night, and I'm like, you know what? You're getting on my nerves. I'm just leaving. I don't have to take this. She said, "Where are you gonna go?" I said, "I don't know, but I have to walk. I know I have to walk." I was doing that a lot, until I had gotten a good sale on cake in the yarn. I was doing that a lot with the smaller skeins. You can do that with I guess it depends on also the ball winder you have. But the ball winder that we have, we cannot do the Karen 1-pounders without cutting them. Yep, Enid definitely has her priorities. Ida, thank you so much for stopping by. We love you and congratulations again on your win. I'm so happy for you. Pave paradise and put up a parking lot. You know, I used to love listening to that song. We love you too, Ida. Good night. Yeah, I hear you, Enid. Blaine will start class in a little over 10 minutes. And then I think her class starts at like 7:10 and goes to 8 o'clock or something like that. Good night, Dee. I hope you do get some stitching done. I probably won't the rest of this evening. I've got to get my shower, do Jordan's medical stuff, and then take my medicine and chill out. Mm-hmm. I love Chris Tomlin's music. You know, Enid, when we were going to town to go to get groceries yesterday, we passed by a place that we live close to where I grew up, and we passed by this place that was a field of trees just a few weeks ago. And I looked over there and I was like, Blaine, where'd the trees go? It was just bare, everything bare, completely chopped down. She said, I don't know. But Kathy, I was just telling Blaine, I have not seen you in a while. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad to see you. They just cut down all those trees, and it's fenced in like a cow pasture. But or is it pasture? Blaine was asking me about pastor and pasture. But we live in the South, so whatever. But anyway, it was sad because they've cut down all these trees, and I'm like, do these people not like breathing oxygen? Do they not know what these trees do? I mean, out here where I grew up, we're just losing all the trees. They're cutting them down. And either they're cutting them down just for the money, because you can sell them, or they're cutting them down to build something they really don't need. I'm sorry, I don't have anything against wealthy people, but there is no need for you to have these big old houses, 3 and 4 stories that have 15 bedrooms and 8 or 10 bathrooms for 4 people. That's crazy. Pastor works. Planting trees. Okay. Hi, handmaid. Y'all don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Kathy, what have you been up to? Of course, I haven't been down here in a while too, but you certainly, I haven't seen you in a while, it seems like. Some people will just stick in my head and I'm like, okay, I've seen these people and these people, a lot. And then where's this person gone? Hi, Diane. Good to see you. I wish Blaine was here. She misses everybody a lot. And we've been trying, everybody's trying to get their numbers up on YouTube and everything. And let's see, he was challenged by someone who said, look, you always bad stuff to our environment. So he has started planting trees. Raise $20 million. Wow. Wow, Denny. Diana, she does miss y'all. And she's like Katie. She has not got to really crochet in the last few weeks. And she is going to help me do a project this week really quick. Y'all know the little square bears that we made. And all the grandchildren end up having to have one. My daughter Amy has asked me, Carson is building 2 shoe boxes to send to other countries. The church is going to send to other countries, and she wants me to make a boy one and a girl one. He's got 2 boxes. He wants to build one for a girl and one for a boy. So, I make the square sweaters and then the little heads, and then I sew those together and leave enough room for Blaine to put the stuffing in when she's ready to stuff them, because she has to do the safety eyes, and then she does the arms and the legs and the ears. So this week we'll be making 2 of those, and I don't guess I can show them on here. I'll probably take pictures of them and put them on our Facebook, because I bet I can't show them on here. Crocheting hats and scarves. I've been trying to do that a lot too, Kathy, for kids and stuff around here. I found another place to donate, which is, I tell you about the Le Bonheur in Memphis, Tennessee, where Jordan goes to the doctor. Well, some of the doctors will come to Tupelo, Mississippi. So there's a Tupelo Le Bonheur that is also taking donations that I didn't know about for local children in our city that don't have, hats and scarves. I can't go out and buy them coats, jackets like I'd love to. Denny, I'm not sure if it's Samaritan's Purse or who's doing it. Amy said she was going to check into it and let me know, which they invited me to go next Sunday. So I told them we will see if I don't show out. You have been missed, Kathy. You have. I've been missing everybody. I miss the ones that are just so quiet and so sweet. I miss the ones that are so funny. I miss the ones that are so informative. I mean, all of y'all have different personalities, and I remember things about you by your personalities. Denny cracks me up, but it's just so lovable. I mean, I just want to squeeze her. When I saw her on Denny, did I see you on Zoom the first time? Or I saw you on video the first time? I was like, oh my goodness, I got to see her face and I just want to squeeze her. I just love her. And Kathy, you're one of those quiet, mellow people that you're just like, go with the flow and always calm. So, I mean, when y'all aren't here, if we get to do a live, I miss y'all. And then sometimes I see new faces. Ida Fowler was in here tonight. I don't remember seeing her before, but I remembered that name from the drawing from Creative Grandma today, that she had won that. Y'all hear the acorns falling? I bet she can be dangerous. I bet she can. I bet she doesn't take anything off anybody. But she's still just so squeezable and lovable. All right, y'all, the wind's picking up too. So we're going to probably either start buffering or completely go out. I bet you will. I bet you will. But I still love you. Oh, Katie, keep it there. Keep it there. We don't want it. Kathy, she did have a good birthday. She hasn't had a party yet, because of furniture not being delivered that we were trying to get delivered, because we only have one recliner in the living room. I'm sitting on my bed. That's why I don't have good lighting in here. And using my Chromebook, I don't have good color like I do on my phone. Um, but we haven't had our little party yet for the family, and we will. Ooh, that wind's picking up. Oh no, Denny. Oh no. Oh my goodness. I pick at Blaine that way too sometimes, because she's trying really hard to take care of me and she hits me in the eye. So I'm like, oh, blinded by, I bet it was, Diana. I love my Bible. My Bible is old. It is fraying everywhere. You can see some of it's gone. And the pages, sometimes they're hard to turn because they want to stick together. Not like stickiness, but you know what I mean? Like they're thin anyway. So then, okay, like that is like 2 pages or 3 pages. That's 2 pages. See how they want to stick together because they're already thin and they're old and they get curled corners. But I thought, well, I've had this Bible since I was 18 and I would go and buy myself a brand new one. So I bought myself a beautiful turquoise, large print, leather bound. This is not leather. This was back when Dollar General sold them for $10, which they don't sell them anymore. And look at this page. The page is not torn. It's just wrinkled. And I've been trying to pull it back to where it goes and it won't. And you can see this is torn. But anyway, I bought the one that I wanted. I saved my money. I even had a coupon. And I went in there into Lifeway Christian Store and bought that Bible. And I used it one time and I highlighted a couple of things in it, which my mother disapproves of. She does not believe you need to write in your Bible. But I'm like, it's my Bible. If I want to make notes, I don't see anything wrong with it. But the kids' stepmother wanted a Bible. And she didn't have one. So I told Blaine, I picked up that beautiful turquoise leather bound, and I said, give this to her. And she said, Mom, you just bought that because, I mean, you really, really wanted it. You've been wanting it. I said, it doesn't matter. She's like, well, I've got an older one that I can give her. I said, no, you can give her this one, but tell her I hope she's okay with the fact that I highlighted a couple little things in it. And she said, why would you do that? And I said, because, I mean, the Bible tells us to give our best. So if I had this brand new one, even though it's got a couple of highlighted things, and I've got this one that's, really wrinkled and falling apart, what is your best? So I didn't want any recognition. I didn't do it for recognition, but she took it up there to her and she said that her stepmother just loves it and uses it, reads it, and it has helped her a lot. She that's nice. That is so sweet. Anyway, she said that her stepmother really loves it. She reads it. She's prayed. She has turned her life over to the Lord. She has quit smoking since then, and she smoked nearly her whole life. There's been a lot of things have changed about her in the last few months. Katie, you better keep that stuff down there. Up there. Wherever you are. I don't want it. What does it say? It doesn't say I have a picture from you. It says I have a picture from Enid. Hang on. I hope you've been doing better, Enid. We don't talk about the Bible much in here because it is a crochet channel. I don't mind talking about it, but some people don't like talking about it. Kathy, I'm hoping we don't get snow. We don't want snow. We don't want ICE. We don't want any of that. Right now, we're getting rain and winds. All right, y'all. My lights may go out. I'm serious. They're blinking. Let me hook this phone up and be sure that I can keep charging as long as I can because we may lose power. If my screen goes black, don't worry about us. I got candles. I got a flashlight. I know where Jordan's room is, and we'll be fine. Okay, Enid, that's nice. It's really nice. Y'all, I have got to be that's very nice, Enid. Okay, I understand. Well, Kathy, I understand that too. I don't like leaving my house, but um sometimes I do have to go somewhere to an appointment. And then Blaine made me go out yesterday to get groceries, and I ended up having a seizure um when we were getting gas to come home, which is crazy. Hi again, Gina. I didn't mean to come live again, but I couldn't do a video. I couldn't figure out Blaine's tripod and how she sets up everything because she's my technical person, but no, she is not always behind the camera. If any of y'all remember when we were going to Memphis one time, I was behind the camera and I was showing pictures of everybody in the vehicle until Blaine was like, "I'm supposed to go live on you," so I shut it off. Y'all have to excuse me. There's one of my medicines I have to take. If I can find it. There it is. Maybe the lights won't go out, but it's very windy. And we were warned by the news that it was going to be very windy. Oh goodness, let me get this yarn off my bed. I'm gonna put it in my little yarn bag. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that and go ahead and do the ear wrap with it, the air warmer, or if I may frog it. But I've got plenty of that stained glass left. That's pretty. That's the only cake that I had out of it. It was on the Walmart clearance, and we didn't get to go to the big clearance, but we did get to go in there, and I found two cakes. I found that one and the green one. I can't remember the name of it. Excuse me, I have to take one medicine. Thank you, Diana. Thank you so much. Y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea what it means to me when I know that y'all are praying for me. I have a lot of people praying for me, and I pray for a lot of people. And I do pray for myself. I usually put myself last and realize that I've been doing that. And if you put yourself last and you don't keep yourself in order with the Lord, you cannot pray for other people. So I have been praying for myself, not in a selfish manner, but for God to keep me humble and to help me to keep myself clean spiritually so that I can pray for other people, because I want my prayers to be heard. I don't want them to be hitting the ceiling. Hey Petra, I haven't posted pictures of some finished items on your page yet that I was going to do today. I need to do that, of some finished items. Denny, that is really funny that you said that, because Blaine made zuppa toscana, which I don't know if y'all know what that is, but if you've been to Olive Garden, it is a type of soup that they make. And she went online and she found out how to make it, and to me, she actually makes it better than the restaurant here. And but she gets me to cut up the onion. She has to have one white onion to make a great big pot. I mean, the pot's like this big, about this deep, and the four of us will eat off of that pot for almost a week. And she makes me cut up the onion. And when I cut that onion, I'm doing fine at the beginning, but close to the end, I'm like, needing to wipe my eyes, and my glasses are on because I got to see. I can't touch anything because I got onion on both hands. And so she, when I turn to her and she sees tears streaming down my face, she's like, "Mom, why do you always get so emotional when I just ask you to cut up an onion?" I'm like, you know how it affects me. I just can't handle cutting it up. It makes me sad because it was the onion tears. And then Blaine told me today, she said Jordan is the best at scrubbing the potatoes. So she gets her to scrub the potatoes, and then she's the best, Jordan's the best at breaking up the kale. So Jordan had already scrubbed the potatoes, and Blaine had already sliced them and already put the sausage in and everything before she had to leave, and was telling us what we could do to help finish up, and then she needed to bring home some heavy cream. So Jordan was sitting there tearing up that kale in small pieces. And I said, "Jordan, you okay?" She said, "Yeah, it makes me sad, breaking up the kale like this." And I'm like, "What makes you sad about it?" I took her serious. "What makes you so sad about breaking up kale?" She said, "Well, how you cry over the onion." And I got so tickled. I said, onions are just like that. They make tears come into your eyes because it kind of burns. But my uncle also taught me, but you can cut one if you're doing slices underwater. Well, I guess you could if you used a strainer, duh. But when you're dicing it, it's kind of hard to do it with under running water. But I guess I could if I had a strainer under there to catch my onion. See, I just now thought of that. You were watching Veto's giveaway unboxing. She won somebody's giveaway the other day. I saw that, but I don't remember who. I will, Mimi. So far we haven't lost. Oh, she won yours. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, Enid, you won't buy the yarn bought in the yarn made in other countries. Oh yeah, Enid, I know they're a fire hazard. That's why I wouldn't have a whole bunch lit all over the house. I'm not that kind of person. We have jars of candles um that I can carry the lid with me, and from room to room, and I only will take that one. And if it were to get out of control, you can just, snap that lid on it. I also have a flashlight. So I will go with the flashlight first. Indian and Turkish made mainstays. Okay. Oh, it doesn't work underwater either? Okay. I understand. One of my viewers had sent me a message um that it really touched her to see Jordan so happy with what she had for her birthday. When I saw her, she opened the packages a while back, and her birthday was yesterday. And we wanted to do a video yesterday, but things just didn't work out. Like I said, we went to get groceries. We ended up going to 3 different stores, and then we stopped to get gas, and I had a seizure. It was not large, but not small either. Blaine got everything under control, got us some gas, got us home. Oh, I will. I will do my best to be safe. Believe me, I do not want to have a fire or anything. No, Blaine won't be home until about 8:30 or 9. She'll be home a little bit sooner, but she has to take my granddaughter Lorelai home, which is about 25 minutes another direction from karate, and then 25 minutes from their house to our house. So it'll be a little bit later. But I know she misses y'all. She's in class right now herself. She usually calls and checks on me several times. And the other day, she got her sister to call me. And usually that one doesn't call me a whole lot, because she's got 3 kids. She got the new baby, which he's not new anymore. He's almost 3 months old. But she called. She said, "What you doing?" And that's when I know she's up to something. I'm like, "Crocheting. What are you up to?" She said, "Well, Blaine just wanted me to call and check on you because she said that you get aggravated when she calls so much." And I'm like, "No, I don't get aggravated when she calls so much." Thank you, Petra. I am feeling a little better. Um, I'm kind of nervous, about going to Jackson, Mississippi, which is like 3.5 hours away from us, Friday. But that's just a consultation. Then I'll go back for testing. And I'm not nervous about the testing or whatever. I'm nervous about the traveling. I don't like to leave my house, especially since I've started having seizures, because people look at you like you're crazy. I mean, it's kind of strange when you're sitting in a car. I got to tell y'all, because it's something like out of an Exorcist movie, and I mean to scare you. But if you're sitting, like Blaine was in Walmart, and she left, she was only going to run in and get a medication and run out, and it was windy and chilly. So she left Jordan and Lamia in the car with me, in the van with me. And my body does different things with different types of seizures. And you can imagine some people sitting in a car on this side, on my right side of us, and my head pulling to their side, and my head is completely pulled to that side to where this is pulling in a strained manner. But I can't see these people. Now I saw them when they pulled up because I was sitting there talking to Jordan, everything was fine. And then all of a sudden, when I started to go into a seizure, these people are sitting here, and when I started coming out of the seizure and my head went back and relaxed and I could start focusing, I saw them, their eyes were just like, like, should we call 911 or what is going on? When I started coming out of it though, Blaine was getting in the van. It was that quick. Enid, I believe that I can. And I've been praying about it. I believe that I can. That's what I was gonna say a few minutes ago. A lot of people don't believe the way that I do, and that's okay. I don't have a problem with anybody who doesn't believe the way that I believe, because we all have to work on our own salvation with our own self, with the Lord. It's not between me and you and God, it's between me and God. So one of my doctors, which is my family doctor that I had in the past, and I've changed back to him because the other doctor that I was seeing um uses a lot of bad language and things like that around the kids, and I just don't approve. I don't have to. And I mean, he's getting wealthy off my insurance. So I went back to my longtime doctor that I had. Yeah, Mimi, I think they were freaked out because they probably never saw it. And they might have thought that I was playing a joke on them, but I was not. I promise you, I was not. But Enid, as far as your comment, yes, Kathy. Hey, Jan. Hey, dear. Um, you are right. God is in control. And my family doctor is a Christian as well as I am. And he believes the same thing that I believe. Okay. I know this might not make sense to some people, but it does to me and it does to my family doctor. Okay. Anytime a blessing comes into the house that I live in, which is the four of us girls, that live here. Anytime a blessing comes into the home, I'm spiritually attacked through my health. That may sound weird to some people. They may not believe it. That's okay. Um, we know this by what happens. Blaine understands. Jordan even understands. And my family doctor understands. Um, every time that we have had a blessing come our way, I am attacked. I was under attack for a long time, um, financially. I mean, devastatedly attacked. And then I have been attacked by my health um, for, let's see, the vasovagal syncope started when I was 40. I was not saved. But then a few years later, when I got saved, which was about, I think, 2 years later, when I got saved, I really gave my life to the Lord and I was really serious about it. Uh, going to serve him no matter what. If I had to be the only one serving him, I was going to serve him. Even if nobody wanted to be my friend, I'm still going to serve the Lord. I started being attacked. And when I would rebuke the enemy and not allow them to attack my family or anything, the enemy would come after me. And it started breaking down my health more and more. So it's kind of scary. Yes, that is in Ephesians, Denny. We should put on the full armor of God because we have to be able to defeat the enemy the way that Jesus did when he was tempted on the mount for 40 days and 40 nights. And then when he defeated the enemy by the word of God, God sent legions of angels to come and minister to him. And that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for my blessing. I'm letting the enemy know that he can't have me. I have refused to let him have my family. He can't have me either. I have nothing to do with him. And the more you make him mad, the more he's going to come after you. But he will only allow, excuse me, he can only do what God allows. And I didn't mean for this to turn into church. So y'all, I'm sorry. I don't want to upset anybody. Right, Denny, you're absolutely right. He can only do what God allows him to do. And when God allows him to do something, such as like in the book of Job, Job is my favorite book because Job is such an uplifting book. Most people would read it and go, why would he want to do that? And his wife was just like crazy about telling him, curse God and die. Why would you want to go through this? Because within just a few minutes of the day, he lost everything he had. Okay. And except for his wife, which I don't know why he didn't lose her because she was the one running her mouth against him. But it's an inspiring book to me because it shows no matter what the enemy throws at you, you need to hit him back with the word of God. Oh, that's all right, Enid. That's okay. Yes, Petra. Yes. Yes. Nothing is snatched us out of God's hand, and nothing can take us away from his love. And I think the only way that you can lose God is for you to walk away. God's not going to walk away from you because he says in his word, he will never leave you nor forsake you. But you can forsake him. And he gives you that right. He gives you free will. So anyway, with that being said, I'm looking for my cure. I'm looking for my blessing from the seizures. I don't exactly know what's going on. I know they came on very sudden. I have to take a lot of medications and I don't like it. And because I don't like the medications because it makes me feel that racket that you hear. That is the acorns falling off that oak tree. It's right outside my bedroom, right over there, falling and hitting the ceiling of a mobile home. We live in a mobile home, and they're also hitting the porch, which is there's my wall, and you go over that way down. There's a little short hallway, and then the front door, which is where the porch is, and you're hearing acorns fall. Yes, yes. And I have videos in my library that I used to make and put out whenever the Lord would lead me to. Those acorns are edible by the squirrels, I guess. And early in the morning, if it's sunny and pretty, you can the squirrels come down off the tree and run up and down the mobile home, and it bothers Blaine. That's what usually wakes her up. It's like we don't have a rooster out here to crow. We have I don't know. I don't know. Mia tries to make a little pile of them out in the yard for squirrel food, but it's usually like where they've already burst open and ate the acorn out of it, so it's just a shell. So I don't know about humans eating them. But anyway, I'm going to get my blessing and I'm going to get over these seizures and I'm going to get off this medicine. This medicine makes me feel like that I'm not me. It makes me feel like that I'm out of my head, and I don't like being out of my head. But when I'm going to have a seizure, like the left side of my head will just start to go numb completely right here. It'll just, and I usually tell Blaine, I'm like, I feel weird or I feel funny. And she knows something's about to happen. Yeah, Jan, maybe they are. I mean, we got plenty of them around here. The way they throw them on the top of the house and on the porch, we have plenty of them. I mean, you can walk. You're walking out to get in the van. You hear crunch, crunch under your shoes because we've got so many. Showing we got 14 people in here and 17 likes. I think some of them have left. There is looks like a mosquito. Where'd that come from? Y'all need to watch it with all these mosquitoes and stuff because they're crazy. They got all kind of stuff, gnats and all kind of stuff now that are going around. My daughter was telling me about I don't know if it's in other states. In Mississippi, it's called a stink bug, and it's like a hard shell bug. It looks like a turtle with little legs, and they're usually green. I mean, when I was growing up, that was their color was green, and if you killed them, they actually have a bad smell when you smash them. That's why they're called stink bugs. They don't do anything to have a smell unless you kill them. But thank you, Jan. But now we have been having an issue with some coming around that are brown. I've never seen a brown one. You live in MHN. There are some great things about outside noises. It's not one of them. Oh, okay. Mosquitoes in your state is a bird. Yeah, Enid, I went to Arkansas one time and it was so cute. I bought a t-shirt when I was up there and it has this big giant mosquito on the t-shirt, and on the top of it right here it says send more tourists. At the bottom it says the last ones were delicious. Where do you have them? Where are you, Mimi? What state? I may have asked you and don't remember. And what's the difference? Does anybody know the difference between the green ones and the brown ones? I know there's a lot of like a lot of people saying they're geoengineering insects and stuff. I don't know. I know that people have been warned like see, the green ones never did bother us. Like when we were little, they didn't bite us or anything, but the brown ones they bite. That's Michael, y'all. Yeah. Hello. Hey. 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 I'm on a live feed on YouTube right now. So can I call you back? That's okay. Bye. All right. Y'all know about my friend Michael. He is blind. And he has been trying to get me to marry him for like a couple of years. All right, I'm trying to see what Petra said. I don't like that the walls are so thin you can hear the neighbors next door. Well, we can't hear our neighbors except for they have a loud truck come in at night with loud music until they shut that off. We can't hear them talking or anything. Yeah, we have branches falling on our roof sometimes. I love to hear the rain on the roof. But the squirrels can be kind of loud. Oh my goodness, Mimi, that's not good. That's what I'm saying. Y'all spray yourself down when you go outside. And if you don't have to go outside, don't. The insects they've just, I don't know if they've just like mutated or what they've done. But I do know that they're dangerous. Yeah. Ick. Oh goodness. I don't know how many deaths we've had in Mississippi this year. I used to keep up with the news on stuff like that, and it just got so depressing until I don't. It's too depressing to watch. I just tell my kids, spray yourself down, spray down the grandkids. Don't go outside. And that's hard because I mean, like my oldest grandson plays baseball, which baseball season's over right now, but it'll start again soon. When we get out of the cold. I've got a grandson that plays little tot basketball. I just found out yesterday, and I didn't know about it, but they're going to get to go. This is so exciting. They're going to get to go to an Ole Miss Rebels game. We have the Ole Miss Rebels, we have Mississippi State Bulldogs, and we have the University of Southern Mississippi Eagles, all in the state. And it's not far for Ole Miss Rebels or Mississippi State Bulldogs. They're not far from us, about an hour, I think, each. Well, the Rebels are about 2 hours away. Anyway, my oldest daughter was telling me that her youngest son is in the Tots. It's called Tots basketball. He's on the Tots basketball team, and they're teaching him how to dribble and stuff like that. And he's only 2, but they're going to get to go to a Ole Miss Rebels game, and they're going to get to do some of the little tricks and dribbling and stuff during halftime of one of the games. And I want to go so bad. But it's so expensive to get into those games. I don't know how much it's going to be to get into those games just for the halftime show. I don't care anything about staying and watching the whole game. Massachusetts. There's several of y'all that live there. I don't think, but let's see. Is there anybody else that lives in Mississippi? Lavender, basil, oregano, mixed with lemongrass and vinegar. Okay, Pedro, we love you. Get some rest. I've got to go soon too. I've been on here too long. I didn't realize that it was this late. It's almost 8 o'clock. I still have to get a shower and do Jordan's stuff. Jordan has a lot of medical stuff that has to be done right before bedtime. And then she gets her shower right after we're done, and then takes her medicine and gets in the bed. And Blaine and I rotate it, but on the nights that Blaine has karate, if feeling okay, then I try to get it done, or Blaine has to do it when she gets in. So I try not to make them wait that late. That wind's picking up. Listen, I love y'all. I'd love to sit here all night long, but with that wind picking up and the lights had been blinking, I guess I better go ahead and go and get stuff going in case Your closest neighbor. I wish I had a close neighbor. I think the closest one to me that's a podcaster is Cindy Hart's Crochet. Unless I really don't think I'm very far from No Catchy Name Ella. I think Ella's in Tennessee. Yeah, I hope we don't lose power too, because if it turns cold, our heat is gas and electric. I mean, it's a central unit, but it runs off electricity and propane. I'm glad you said that, Mimi, because I'm going to Google it and tell Blaine about it. That's awesome that y'all live that close, Diana. I wish somebody lived that close to me, especially like a Bible study friend. Hey, Teresa. We were just talking about everything, the weather and all kind of stuff. But we're about to get off here too, because the wind is picking up out here and my lights have been flickering. So I don't know if I'm going to lose power. So I need to get Jordan's medical stuff done. That's the most important thing. If I don't get a shower tonight, I could probably do that in the morning. But I have to get her things done. It is so good to see you too. I've loved seeing all of y'all. And I know that Blaine's missed y'all. We're going to have to figure out how to do videos without Mia coming into the room. Like, getting Jordan to get her attention on something so that she won't be on camera. And I guess Jordan's not going to be able to be on camera either, because I don't know what happened today about comments were disabled on there. I don't understand. Unless somebody just thought that she looked too young to be on there. Like Denny said, that, there's an AI working it more than a human. So the AI may have picked it up as her being a child when she's 18, although she's tiny. Thank you all so much. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I can hear the wind picking up very strong. Somebody did, yes, the comments from the live that I did earlier so that Jordan could show her birthday stuff. I was trying to hurry, because I said I didn't want to cut in on somebody else's time of doing a live. And there was somebody else online doing a live at the time. And then I was trying to get ready to do my video, and I couldn't figure out the tripod. I had Blaine on the phone and stuff and was trying to figure stuff out. And then somebody was trying to tell me something from that live stream, was trying to, comment something to me. And it said that my comments had been disabled on there. And it said it was for two reasons. It said one was that I had disabled myself, which I didn't, because I don't know how. Or two, that YT had disabled them because of a minor. And, if they had listened, like I said, if they had listened to what I had said, Jordan just turned 18 yesterday. But like Denny said, it could be an AI doing it rather than a human. And they would pick it up as you showing the picture. Jordan looks very small, like Melissa. Sweet Melissa has been reported for being a child when she's not. Everybody knows she's not. Everybody knows she's a grown woman, even though she's tiny. But it's the same thing with Jordan. She's tiny, and she doesn't look 18, but she is. I know. I've been there. I was there the day she was born. Thank you so very much, Jenny. Thank you, everyone. Hi, Kim. We're actually fixing to leave because the weather's getting bad here at my house and my lights have been blinking. I don't want to lose my lights in the middle of a live stream. But Blaine and I are going to try to figure out how to do videos without having Mia on there, because apparently YT has already started with their new rules. And I think that they thought Jordan was a child on here today. But I love you all. I hate to leave since Kim just came in. Kim, I'm so sorry. I want to stay, but the weather's getting bad. Y'all hear the acorns falling? That's not what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about losing the lights and not getting Jordan's medical stuff done. So I love you all. And Blaine and I will get the video thing situated and start doing more videos for y'all. I love you all, and I want y'all to have a blessed night and be safe, whatever's happening around your home, rain or snow or whatever it is. Be safe. I love you, and we will talk to you soon.